Good evening from Pleasant Plain High School. This is the IHSA 2A semifinal, and this is QND Raider basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. And good evening, I'm Jeff Wellman as we're making the second level of the postseason for the QND Raiders. Finishing off last week at North Mac, winning the first game against our host, Pleasant Plains, 44-32, then coming back against the host, North Mac, 54-49 against a very good ball team. Raiders improved 28-1. Double check and make sure that was, 28-1. On the other side, the Roxana Shells from down in refinery country, that's where it comes from. They come in 24-9. They beat Metro East Lutheran 54-48 in the first game. Marquette Catholic in the second one, 39-31, and they brings both teams here. Little different offenses. Raiders are picking it up a little bit more. We'll talk about that in a second. Well, let's bring in Coach Pettit. Coach, beautiful gym. You'll like it because it's Cardinals. Red, blue.
No, not necessarily.
But it is a beautiful facility. Still the scoreboard out in front, and it's about 4 or 5 years old as they renovated some stuff, ripped some stuff out front. Great matchup tonight. QND Raiders averaging over 62 points a game, giving up just under 44. On the other side, Roxana's only giving up 47-4, so they like that. But they're in the 50s with their pace of offense.
Roxana wants to, slow this game down. The Raiders need to get out, get in their face. And you can't point to like one three-point shooter. They've got 4 of them. So you're going to have to make sure you challenge the shots, talk, box out. Long rebounds are going to give us easy transition offensive baskets.
Indeed. We'll have more of the pregame show also brought here from the Mecca Mobile Studio. Sleep tight, better beds, less money. Quincy in Jacksonville. That's Quincy. Check that, sleeptightmidwest.com. When we return, we'll hear from Coach Altmix and the Kunis Auto Group, the coach's comments right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Time for the coach's comments. Brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. With me, head coach of the QND Raiders, Greg Altmix. And first of all, congratulations again on a nice regional win against North Mac the other night.
Thank you very much. Nice to kind of get that one under our belts. And guys were a little nervous in the first round. I think they're feeling a lot better heading into sectionals here.
And here at Pleasant Plains, now they're familiar with this gym. I have never been here. What a great looking gym here. And I know we've battled Pleasant Plains, both the boys and the girls, over the years. Of course, we had them in the first round of the playoffs, so they're done, and hopefully they'll be rooting here for us.
I sure hope so. But, yeah, it's a great facility. Give our guys a chance to kind of get their legs underneath of them, a couple of them. We're getting them moving, getting them walking around, so be getting ready to take the court here before too long.
All right, we had 3 days of workout. We had Saturday morning, cartoon time, and a little going over all that. I still was hoping you got the Looney Tunes out there for everybody there. And a couple days, we get some good work in?
Yeah, it was. It worked out well. I came in Saturday, went through some things, ideas what we'd like to do, and then Sunday had a good afternoon practice, and then had a real good practice yesterday, so hopefully guys are kind of getting a little more acclimated to the postseason.
Roxana Shells. We don't hear that much on a Notre Dame schedule here, and it's down that way a little bit. And, of course, I had asked a couple people, what do you think their mascot is? And when I told them, they go, why? And I go, well, I imagine the refineries and the shell company is why they named that. But what do you got? I think they're 24-9. I see some scorers out there, and I see a little bit of height too.
Yeah, they've got some big guys out there. They're going to match up well with us as far as with our height, and they like to let it fly. They average almost 30 threes a game. I think it's about 26 threes a game, so they want to put it up. So, we're going to have to make sure we guard, and then with those long rebounds with their height, we're going to have to make sure we box out.
That's where I was going, long shots and long rebounds. So anything new for our guys? Obviously, if you're doing what's so well when you're 29-1, why bother with it, right?
Well, you don't want to mess with things that have been going well, and we kind of actually went backwards this week. We kind of went back to doing some things that we were doing earlier in this season, and I think the guys felt a little more comfortable with the last couple days' practice.
Sounds like a winner. First game of the regionals, or sectional, the semifinal. Good luck, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
And that's Greg Altmakes, of course, the head coach of the QND Raiders. His comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we return, it's the QND Raiders and the Shells out of Roxana right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Kunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecha Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Kunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Kunis makes it easy.
And welcome back to Pleasant Plains, the Mecca Sports Pre-Game Show. Turn myself down a little bit there. One thing I don't do is like listening to myself. So, Coach, coming in, we already talked about the matchups here. By the way, Raiders are 28-1. In my pregame, I mentioned 29-1. I got ahead of myself. I don't do that. So, but if you're doing stuff good, why mess with it? Isn't that right?
Well, they get out there and do what they do. The man-to-man defense, start at half court. You might have some different matchups because of the way this team plays. I mean, your 6'2 guys, Stem and Mayberry average 8 and 7 rebounds a game. That's 15 boards right there, from the 6'2 guys. So they're launching threes. You got to make sure you find those two guys, put a body on them, get the rebound. Then if you get the rebound, you get it out the middle of the floor, run the floor, and, it'll be easy baskets at the other end.
Talking about rebounding, that is key. That's your 2 6'2 guys. The 6'5 kid, Dugan, inside, is averaging almost 5 as well, 4'8. And you looked at the 2 6'2 guys, 15-9, 14-3, respectively scoring. That is Stem and Mayberry.
Well,
and then
Dugan shoots the most threes of any of these guys, so he's more of an outside threat, to where you got to make sure you got a body on him, you know what I mean? And, the little point guard, Holloway, you got to find him because he averaged 5 assists a game, put some length on him, make the passes hard because he's only 5'8".
5'8 there. You got him at 5'8. You've got Crawford at 7'4 a game. He's at 5'10. Then we mentioned 6'2", 6'2", 6'5".
Yeah.
They do got a 6'9 kid on the bench, I believe, don't they? And
well, he doesn't score no much and doesn't do much.
I was going to say a senior.
Well, I always look at the amount of games that they've played, when I write down my stuff. They've got 6 dudes that have played more than 27 of their 33 games. So those are the guys that are going to be playing. That's what you're going to have to go up against. Now they got like 4 freshmen up there that, have looked good, but they've only played 5, 6, 7 games. Now, something like that might jump up and bite you in the butt. If they come out there at, 6'2" and let it fly and it goes in first time, and then you never know. But from what you've seen all year and 33 games, got a pretty good test of what they're going to do.
And if the Raiders do a good job, they can go deep. If the Raiders will pick up on the defensive side, and then like last game, you get a 9-0 lead, you talk about it. You put the foot on the gas, the foot on the neck, whatever analogy you would want one out there, but basically you keep going hard, and that was a good-looking ball team up in North Mac to come back in that ball game on their home floor.
On their home floor. That's the whole key. I mean, you got a 24-8 team playing on their home floor for a regional championship. it's going to be a battle, you know, for all 32 minutes, and it was. And I think that's a good test for the Raiders.
I think the other good thing here, the Raiders get out of the defense. They can go deeper. You mentioned 6 players over here for the Shells.
Yeah.
They get in foul trouble. They're going to have to go to a bench
8-9.
they're not used to. And so for the Raiders, they need to push it in. And what was neat was at the start of last game, we talked about in the postgame with Coach Aldmix, you got Bo F. Tank, your three-point shooter. He's out on one side, makes a pass, goes all the way around the formation, gets an alley-oop to start the game off. So right away, you're looking, wait, they put their three-point player in on the post on us? That was some good stuff the way we started off.
All's fair in love and basketball.
Oh, indeed here. Hey, it's the pregame show. We can't wait. It's the Raiders and the Shells. We'll have more of the pregame show when we return right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardies, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
It's that time of year and spring is right around the corner. With Best Kept Sod Farm Services, you can rest assured that our team of landscape professionals will provide all of your landscaping needs. We offer sod sales, delivery, and installation, and also full-service landscaping solutions and property maintenance to achieve that desirable curb appeal. Don't wait. Call or text Best Kept Sod Farm today at 217-779-0620 to discuss your landscaping needs.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Full house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Welcome back to Pleasant Plains. Wellman and Pettit here as we get ready for the Raiders and the Shells. We'll start off with our national anthem. One game tonight at 7. Tomorrow night, the other game at 7, so not 2 here. West Hancock doing a good job up in their tournament as they're winning at halftime. We'll give you some updates there from Tom Mecklenburg. Now our national anthem. Everybody rise, face the flag, honor our country, and all those guys fighting for us as well. And the student section getting excited here. This is a busy place this week. Last night, Super Sectional. 1A, Brown County girls beat Bluffs in that one. By the way, Bluffs, congratulations to Brown County. Bluffs, Aaron Littig, former Bluffs Flash, went to John Wood. He's up there. His daughter played. His daughter battled back from leukemia to be playing. That's some good stuff out there. Now your starting lineups. First for the visiting Shells out of Roxana. The kids, by the way, said it was a long drive. They're not used to a long drive yet. Here's your lineup. First of all, number 0, Aiden Stem.
45 minutes.
Stem, 16 points a game, 8 rebounds. He's a 6'2 junior. Number 2, Trenton Holloway, the point guard, averaging 5 assists plus a game. He's at 5'8". Cohen Dugan, 12-6 a game, almost 5 rebounds, 6'5 junior. Keelan Crawford wears number 12. He averages 7.4, 5'10 senior. And Sean Mayberry, number 23, 14, 3, and 7 rebounds, even 3.6 assists at 6'2", and Mark Briggs, your head coach.
Ellsworth against Stems is going to be a very, very nice matchup. Both of them big bodies, 6'2", 6'3", wanting to get on the boards. That's going to be fun tonight.
Now for the QND Raiders in their home white, trimmed in the blue and gold and white. Gotta love it. At guard, number 12, TJ Togarepi. He's a 6'1 sophomore. Also forgot Bo F. Tank, the guard at 6'3 senior. Number 14, Jace Allensworth, 6'3 senior. Robbie Reed, number 22, the 6'5 senior. And rounding it out, number 30, Gavin Dolman, the 6'3 senior. Head coach Greg Altmix, Alex Altmix, Jordan Altmix, Jonas Petty, Chuck Femelo, Dustin Carrier, and even Ron Kinscherf on the bench tonight.
Well, I think we match up well, you know, with our matchups against our 6'2 kids, with Reed, you know, and Dolman out there getting after those two kids, all right? And then, you know, the 6'5 kid.
I think we're standing, Coach.
Whoever, I mean, we're good.
Here we go. Gavin Dolman in the center circle, working right to left on your dial, TV, watch, or whatever you got.
Hopefully we don't get nicked for this.
Tip twice. F-Tank gets it off to Dolman. Here we go. Allensworth drives to the basket.
Good push.
Block shot. Stem with the block shot. Heading the other way now. The Shells. Shells are in their purple, trimmed in that gold.
They had their Reed on Stem to start, which
red.
is good.
Man-to-man coming. Reed picking up out high on Stem. To the right side. Shot from 3 in the corner. Oh, and off the glass from the corner. Mayberry hits it.
The bank is open.
That was an angle. I'm not sure he meant to do that, but it counts the same way. Robbie Reed in the half-court set.
I've done that before in a pig game.
That was, what an angle. Dolman starts to drive into Reed. Reed, strong move. Oh, it does a 360, almost goes around again. Reed gets the basket. Dolman with the assist.
And the Raiders going full court man.
Half-court set. Gavin Dolman gets hung up on the screen. Shot, though, help on the weak side. Allensworth was helping. Partially blocked Dugan's shot. Long pass down court. There you go. Dolman looking like the wide receiver he is. It's 4-3.
That's what you got to do with Dugan. He catches it out there at the three-point line, make him put it on the ground and drive.
Pressure in the backcourt. Allensworth with the steal. Allensworth coast to coast, and he's fouled. Pressure at half court right in front of us, the double team. Ball went back across court. Allensworth timed it perfectly with the steal, and I don't know why anybody tried to foul him on that one, Coach, because he had already gone in for that layup.
Good start by the Raiders tonight.
Foul went against Mayberry, his first, the game's first. Allensworth looking at the blue-collar 3. Off the front of the iron, inside on the floor, Reed has it. Well, a couple guys had it. Coming away with it was Crawford for the Shells.
Could have had that one.
Fake the shot to Stem, back on the right side. Nice cover
the big
there.
Guy.
Allensworth came out on Dugan, but Dugan drilled a three-pointer, and we are tied at 6. Togarepi with the left hand. Good job there as on defense was Holloway. Holloway down the other way. Holloway with the scoop. Holloway gets the scoop. Togarepi couldn't get the scoop. And the pace of the game, I think, is for the Raiders, but right now.
Got to do a better job of stopping the ball up at half court, not letting them get in the lane before they shoot the layup.
Allensworth on the right side. Backdoor cut by F-Tank. F-Tank off-balance shot, no good. Weak side, I think it was Mayberry coming to help. Nope, check that out. It was Stem helping out. Shells have the ball in an 8-6 lead. 5:50 left, first quarter action. Mark Briggs, the coach, out here. His red and white shoes. White with red. Oh, and a good job moving the ball out 30 feet from the basket. Aiden Stem made a cut. Nobody for the Raiders, and it's a 7-point run, and now a 4-point lead. Baseline, short corner, no good. Robbie Reed, weak side, gets it. Goes in strong, no good. And the tip on the weak side. Jace Allensworth, I believe, Coach.
Yep. Oh.
Ball thrown out of bounds. Raiders pressure, turn the ball over. Well, the Raiders pressure doesn't. It forces the Shells to turn it over.
Hey, well, this is definitely a Raiders game. I mean, we're 3 minutes into it. You know, we got 8, 10. So, yeah, this is a Raider-type game. Got to tighten it up a little bit on the defensive end.
Allensworth's on the left wing with the ball. Man-to-man coming. Mayberry's on him. Setting a screen is Dolman. Dolman slips. Back to the top. Robbie Reed will take the three. No good. High up. Mayberry gets the rebound for Roxana. Stem brings it across the line. Stem looks like it could be a quarterback or a fullback.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say fullback.
Good legs. I saw him walking by me earlier in the game. Now it was actually Mayberry, too. Another guy with good legs.
Well, and it was like 6'2", but they got him listed as 6'3". I'm like, if he's 6'3", he's a strong kid.
Alloway tried to go in. Dolman stopped him. Good job there. Mayberry was stopped by Allensworth. Back on the wing here, Dugan. Raiders have pushed it back to half court. Great job there. Ball to the left side, Mayberry.
Well, keep in mind, Roxana wants to spread it out to shoot the three.
And the Raiders are doing a great job on defense, throwing them off. 4:20 left still in the first quarter. 10-8 Roxana. Reed out high. Ball comes over to this side. Oh, Stem did he shifted his feet. They didn't call it. Then he takes a shot over the backboard, gets bailed out. But Stem was out here. Nobody was watching his feet. He did the cha-cha-cha, and nobody called it. Went to the hole. I thought the defense did a great job because that shot was over the backboard.
Well, Dolman rolled him, and then Allensworth hammered him. And kid still got it up on the glass. He's a strong kid. We're going to have to watch him the rest of the game.
First one does go.
Especially if they slow it down a little bit to get to their pace.
Allensworth with a foul. Stem hits 2 free throws. He's got 4, 12-8. That's a 4-point lead by the Shells. 4 minutes left. First quarter action here in Pleasant Plains. Wellman and Pettit.
Good
Jace Allensworth all the way to the hole. Jace, good move to the hole. Finger roll didn't go. Robbie Reed was trying to tip it and had it blocked. And in transition, that was a good quick move out there on the side by Crawford, filling the lane. Inside 4 minutes left, first quarter. Reed started to make a move, got it to Togarepi. TJ cuts, now kicks it back out. Davin Goldman, good for 3. Inside out, Togarepi gets the assist. Dolman gets the three-pointer, and of course, all your three-pointers are brought to you by Woodmark Building Center since 1978. Right there at 12th and Seminary Road. Ball hit the rim and usually is called out of bounds, but it did catch the front of the backboard, I guess.
Well, you had 2 Raiders going up for the ball, and they collided, so it was wide open for Roxana.
I hit the backboard, but it did come off on the front at the top. Allensworth strong to the hole. Good move by Allensworth. Mayberry talks to the officials. Allensworth was using that off arm really well, keeping some distance. Foul will be called.
I don't know if he used the off arm as much as his,
strength.
Division II ready body, to go to the basket.
More importantly, Sean Mayberry, 2 fouls on him right now. Both fouls from the Shells.
Well, he's a big part of it offensively for sure, and looks like defensively also.
Sully Walker waiting to check in. He's going to wait until after the shot goes up. Now he goes up. Jason's second one. Allensworth rolls around the rim. Just comes off. Rebound on the far side, Stem for Roxana. In transition. Pulled up, 3, no good. Weak side, Bo F. Tank with the rebound. Down the right side across the timeline. Half court set. Long 3 by Jace Allensworth. No good, long rebound. Crawford takes it. Popped out on the right side. Coming down court now. Ball goes from left to right. Into the right corner, quickly back out to Dugan. And Dugan's going to get it to his point guard. That's Holloway setting the offense. He's got TJ Togarepi on him. Starter bring his pink shoes to the right side instead. Mayberry driving to the hole. Dolman with a great defensive play there. Rebounded by Reed. Here comes Dolman in transition. In traffic, the runner. No good. Togarepi's in there. Raiders are hitting the board. They just can't seem to get one to come to them. Inside, almost inside 2 minutes left, first quarter. Still 16-12, Roxana over the Raiders.
I like the transition offensive push, on the last possession. If we get that good a look all the time and hit the boards like that, I'm good.
Good stuff there. A moving screen out there on Stem. Missed it. Back over to the other side, that is Dugan. Dugan goes on the wing to Crawford. Wow, Dolman almost got the steal coming back. Here's a backdoor cut. Mayberry had the cut. We got beat on the right side. Mayberry got the layup.
Back screen got Robbie Reed out of position.
Didn't get help from the weak side. Allensworth starts the drive. Dolman, his 3 from the corner. No good. Allensworth strong in there. Count it. But taking the charge. That's where you need the dotted, the half circle there, because Mayberry took a charge, but he was underneath And, you know, I just got done talking. Allensworth's going to commit his second foul now. Me and his dad were communicating a little bit, and I said, you know, the last game when he got in too tight, he needs to either do that runner or stop 3 or 4 feet before.
And flip it up.
You got him. Just take a shot. Allensworth goes out along with Dolman, F-Tank. Checking in, Rowan Stegeman, Caden Marth, and Sully Walker.
This is where we're going to be better than them. You know, on the bench, coming out, giving people a break here, but still getting after it.
Marth will pick up on Holloway. Handoff out here to Crawford. Looking for a backdoor cut, wasn't there. Screen it high. He slipped it, actually.
Oh.
Left side, fakes the shot. Now he steps inside, a little baseline J, good. A nice move there by Stem.
Reed left him and, you know, got wide open on the fade.
He's got 8 points so far. It's a 20-12 game. Roxana with the lead, 1 minute left in the first quarter. Stegeman in the right corner. Sully Walker comes out, gets it from him, brings it back to the top. Marth gets a screen at the top for Reed. Wow. Didn't see it, Coach.
Did not see that one at all.
It was a phantom. They'll call on Reed. This is where that call years ago, I've talked about it in the college ranks when they first brought in that moving screen. He didn't move. He didn't make contact. He didn't do anything. And that's almost like how do you roll, but time to adjust to the officials.
Well, you can't lean, you know, and there might have been a small lean.
Stem down here twice leaned and threw a shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Backdoor cut. Help was there from the weak side. Sully helped out, rebounded by Reed. Good backdoor cut there by Dugan. Togarepi. Oh, and he finds Walker. Oh, Togarepi finds Walker on the baseline. Sully goes in for the layup. Give the assist to TJ.
Great pass, great look.
25 seconds left in the first quarter. Holloway across the court with Togarepi on him. Crawford comes out. He's right at the beak of the Cardinal at half court. Down to 15 seconds.
Beak of the bird.
Holloway with the ball. Crawford coming over to set a screen. That's for the man who just came in earlier, Jordan Roach.
We need to get a stop here.
5 seconds. Pulled up from 20. Oh, and he got the shot off. Down to 2 seconds. Togarepi will fire at half court. Will not go in. But Dugan hit another one from the left side, his second of the quarter. And after one, it's Roxana 23, QND 14. Back with more 2A sectional semifinal action from Pleasant Plains on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back to Pleasant Plains. First quarter's in the books. Wellman had petted up here in the balcony. And the score for the first, 23-14, Roxana. Raiders got out 6-3. Roxana hit the first 3 of the game. Raiders put up 6. But then Roxana put up 7 right behind that. So the run was nullified. And then it seems like we got a basket. We gave up 4 points. We get 2, give up 4. Then again, later on, we get 1, we give up 4. And next thing you know, with that last 3, it was a 6-point game. We find ourselves down by 9 after 1.
Heck, you know, the effort on the defensive end is not very good right now. You know, we've given them 23 points in the first quarter, 3 threes. You know, we knew they were shooting threes. You know, we're not guarding the threes. You know, they scored 56 a game. They got 23, you know, in the first quarter.
Almost halfway there.
We got to pick it up on the defensive end.
Second quarter starts off with Roxana's basketball.
Once again,
Stem has the ball along with Holloway, Mayberry, Dugan, and staying in the ball game. Lost my one player over there. From the right side. Shot no good for 3. Allensworth will get it. Allensworth, Walker, Dolman, Marth, and F-Tank for the Raiders in the second quarter.
Another good look for Dugan.
Sully drives baseline, stops, cutting from the weak side. That was Bo F-Tank. Bo missed the shot. Great cut, great pass, rolled out, rebounded out there by Stem for Roxana.
We've had a couple 3 of those.
I know, got to get the lid off when those go in. There's been a couple point blank for the Raiders. Mayberry, or check that, Holloway has the ball over to Mayberry. Mayberry back to the top. Raiders still playing man-to-man along with the Shells. Long 21-footer now. The 3 air balls. And out of bounds, touching the ball was Crawford. He tried to throw it off of Allensworth. By the way, Jace had 2 fouls in the first quarter. Mayberry on the other side with 2 fouls. The only other player who got one was that Robbie Reed phantom moving screen. Inside 7 minutes of the first half. Allensworth pulls up 14-footer. Rolls in and out. Mayberry's rebound almost hit the rim and came back to a Raider. He brings it across the timeline.
Don't try to do too much too quick.
Dugan, man-to-man from Walker. Gets it to Mayberry in the right corner.
Call
Mayberry hits it. The charge was out there, fell through the action. They didn't call it. But then they'll call a block on the other end. Almost trying to take a charge was Crawford. And for Crawford, it'll be his first foul and the first of the second quarter.
So are we flipping coins now out there with the Zebras?
So basically,
this was a charge down here, and then
luckily down the other end, there's a block.
They tried to
make it up. There indeed. Raiders will have it box out of bounds play. Togarepi out to Reed.
12-point lead now.
Robbie into the right corner. TJ being guarded by Holloway. Back out to Dolman. Skips over left side to Reed.
Swing the ball.
We had 2 guys going to cut in the same area. We got Crawford trying to guard Allensworth. But Jace has to watch a charge take out here with 2 fouls. Right corner, Togarepi. The left-hander takes the 3. No good. Comes back out to the strong side. Aiden Stem takes it away for Roxana. In the drive. Bo Eftank tried to get in the way of Dugan, but could not. Dugan gets the ball. Right side, takes the 3. No good. Togarepi, a good rebound.
Good box out.
Long pass down to Allensworth in the half-court set. Jace with a great spin move on the baseline. No good. Great move. Just bounced off the iron.
Great move, great shot. We'll take that all the time.
Roxana with 5:35 left, first half action. Crawford off the left side with Dolman on him. Dugan comes out to set a screen. Crawford passes it up. 2 passes, gives it to Holloway. Holloway got double teamed. His man slipped. We were late on that one, but recovered nicely. Into the middle. Mayberry. Mayberry just works hard to the basket. I'm going to tell you what, somebody needs to take a charge when he goes to the basket like that. He's got 2 fouls. 30-second timeout with 5:15. And I tell you, that would be the key there. He's got 2 fouls, so you know that. Weak side has to slide over and find that spot because he drops his head and goes.
Well, yeah, but he caught the ball 12 foot from the basket out on the wing. Caught it and went, hard, and 12 foot away from the basket, that's too close. If you got him out the 3-point line and you go out and guard him, keep him in front of you, you're going to have a better time. But catching it 10 foot from the basket and then putting his head down, way too strong. For TJ.
Oh, he is strong.
Taking the ball to the hole.
And the other night we had that problem with Powell from North Mac. He'd get down and he'd start at the elbow and start backing you all the way down, and we let him get within 5 feet of the basket.
Like I say, Mayberry's one of those kids, 6'2", but he's averaging, 14-3 game and almost 7 boards a game. My goodness. You're going to have to get out on him and not let him get in front of you, especially if you're smaller and quicker.
Mayberry's taking a break right now. Coming into the ball game, Jordan Roach. Ball goes in for the Raiders. Point blank. Raiders miss it. Reed just overshot it. Stem with it. Puts it right in front of Dolman. Dolman goes out. Then Togarepi dove to the floor, but Holloway gets it. Holloway, Stem, Mayberry, Crawford, and the Roach. Knocked out of bounds.
That may have been the first time I've seen somebody for the Raiders on the floor getting a loose ball. The whole game. And we're a quarter and a half in. That's not like the Raiders.
Good job there. Raiders have Reed, Dolman, Allensworth, Togarepi, and Eftank in. From the left side, southpaw shoots a 3 over the basket.
Good box
Reed
out.
got it off the glass. Togarepi in transition. Hands to Dolman. Dolman tries to get around Stem. Good move there as he bumped into Stem a little bit. Then Dolman got squared up, took it off the glass for the basket.
Well, that's a good matchup. 6'3", football player, and, strong kid. So, yeah.
Stopped the 8-point run going from the first quarter into the second. 28-16. Raiders down by 12. 4:14 and counting. Stem has the ball. I'd say it looks like Roxana's trying to slow it down a little bit here.
Well, yeah, they're up by 12 with 4 minutes to go.
Holloway both in the high post. You've got Dugan and Stem. Roach brought it up high. Dugan has it up the left side.
We haven't put enough defensive pressure on. Worry about it.
Early, it seemed like we double teamed and pressured. Then we got beat on the back door a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Holloway on the left side. The screen wasn't there. Stem, take the charge. Now, see, that's where Allensworth's too strong. Pass to the right corner, no good. Allensworth gets it. Because Jace took the bunt hit instead of taking the charge. In transition, Robbie Reed. Dolman didn't know what he wanted to do with it, so he turns around, takes the J from the short corner.
When in doubt, let it fly.
You got it. He's now got 9. Check that. Yes, he's got 9 in the ball game. We're back to a 10-point deficit, 28-18. 3:15 left, first half action.
Hey, this last 3 minutes of the second quarter is going to be very, very important in this ball game.
Allensworth coming over to guard Holloway. Coach Briggs wants to call a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one. 3:11 left, first half action. Roxana 28, Quincy Notre Dame 18. Back with more on mechasportsco.com.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Full house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Back at Plains, timeout taken with 3:11 left. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit here, Coach Pettit. So far, down by 10, and it's been little runs. Of course, our 6-point run in the first quarter was nullified by the 7-point run by the Shells, and that 8-point run for the Shells going out of the first quarter into the second. That built up a 14-point lead. The Raiders have knocked 4 of it right now and are down by 10.
But looking a lot better. Last minute and a half, 2 minutes, especially on the defensive end.
Out of the timeout, Sully Walker will check in. Allensworth has 2 fouls.
Oh, there we are.
And there's that pass. Reed was putting enough pressure. The ball went to the outside.
Got his fingertip on it, deflection, ball out of Dugan, out on the sideline. Get it back, get an opportunity here.
And they're trying to talk about it all. Stem goes, hey, just get out there. I made a bad pass. Reed on the right side. Togarevi made a cut. Back to the top of the key to F-Tank on Roach. Got a little height advantage there. Dolman goes into Reed. Robbie tried to go up strong, but there's Holloway.
Brought it down.
Yep.
Oh,
but then Reed took it away from Holloway and count it! Dolman takes it away from Holloway after Holloway took it away from us, and then Holloway commits the foul. Count the basket. We got a and 1 here for Dolman. Good move there. I'll tell you, after he took it away, we brought the ball down.
Well, both of them brought it down. And they got it ripped away from him. You got to keep the ball up and go.
Holloway, his first foul. Second team foul. No fouls on the Raiders with 2:38 left in the half. As Dolman trying to complete the 3-point play. Gavin does. For every room, for every project, your project planner, WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. Woodmart Building Center at 12th and Seminary Road. Nice job there on the 3-point play there by Dolman. Defense picking up for the Raiders. Down 7. Holloway back at half court. Reppy comes out. That's Toga Reppy. That's called TJ. Back at the point, Dugan. Dugan's got 2 3-pointers. We gave him one at the end of the first. Reed ain't letting him get that. Mayberry in the right corner. Good close out by Dolman. Oh, there's a foul right there. I made this incidental.
Very, very patient team that's going to wait for a good shot.
Stegeman reaches over the top and gets a tip out to Walker. Walker out to Togareppy. His shot is blocked, but then Robbie Reed follows with a basket. Great block shot, but then Reed follows, and Stegeman got away with a foul from behind that tipped it out on the wing to start that play. 28-23. Holloway on the right wing. Crawford has Walker on him. Oh, Stegeman almost with a steal. Into the right corner, Holloway. Drives down in the short corner. Oh, stepping out of bounds. Yeah. You and I saw it at the same time. Mayberry was on the block. He took his left step to step in, get that ball. It was a good pass, but the left step went out of bounds. So with 1:29 left in the half, Stegeman comes out, F-Tank in.
Offensive, defensive substitutions for Coach Altman.
Walker out, Allensworth in. That leaves Dolman, Togareppy, and Reed still in the ball game. In the backcourt, down by 5.
Well, you got your starting lineup in there now.
Raiders are on a 9-point run unanswered. Reed from the right side. 2 cutters went in. Back out to F-Tank at the top.
Need a good shot here.
Bo passes over to Allensworth, left side being guarded by Crawford. Beats Crawford, then steps back on the baseline. Oh, rolls in and rolls out. Nice little step back.
Another good look.
And then trying to go down court, Mayberry over Crawford's head.
Because
out
of
bounds.
Dolman, getting in the passing lane, getting his hands up. Very tough pass they tried to make there.
1:05 left in the first half. Raiders with the basketball. Roxana with the lead, 28-23. TJ brings it with the dribble to the left, hands it off to Allensworth. Comes around a screen and roll.
Great.
Good job by Dolman, taking to his left hand for the layup.
Great pass by Allensworth.
Allensworth gets the assist, 28-25. Raiders are down by 3 only. Backcourt, Holloway lost the ball. Dolman steals it. Dolman goes in, scores. The double team at half court. Dolman came out, got a loose ball. 1-point game, 30 seconds left in the half.
And this all happened when Roxana decided to pull it out, with a 28-14 lead.
Crawford on the right side. Mayberry fakes, drives baseline.
Oh.
Wow. Togarepi had his hands up. Crawford out of control. Check that Mayberry. But then jumped into him.
Well, he kind of leaned a little bit.
Yep. Mayberry on that one.
You play defense with your feet. You move your feet and get in front of them, and let him hit you in the chest. You're going to get a charge.
Togarepi his first on the Raiders in the second quarter. And Mayberry's free throw breaks a 13-point run
and I was
by the
say,
Raiders.
That's the first time they scored since 4+ minutes to go in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
They had those first 2 buckets of the quarter, and then the Raiders took it off after that. Second one is good. 2 for 2. Mayberry will check out with 2 fouls. And he created the contact there. Like you said, TJ leaned in a little bit. Dolman will get it to Allensworth with 16 seconds, bringing it up.
Once again, he was already underneath the basket. You know what I mean? You got to come out and guard him a little bit farther out from the basket.
Down to 8 seconds.
3-point shoot.
Down to 6. Togarepi, left corner. F-Tank pulls up for 3.
Oh.
No good.
Rebound.
Dolman flies in, and Dolman was going in for the controlled tip, and they didn't call the foul on that. Maybe it was a blocked shot. But the Raiders close out the first half, looking pretty darn good after 2 free throws to stop that 13-point run. It's Roxana 30, QND 27.
They got to remember where their bread's buttered on. The last 4+ minutes of that second quarter, they gave them 2 points. Got out on the offensive end with the transition, after the good defense, and brought this from a 28-14 game, to 30-27 at the half.
Indeed it is. Stick around. We'll have the halftime, breaking it down. We'll bring up some other games. In fact, the only game I care about is right here, but it is halftime. Roxana Shells 30, QND Raiders 27. Back with more. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the Dew.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Spring is right around the corner with warm weather approaching quickly. Best Kept Sod Farm offers a full line of landscaping services. We can provide the labor. If you thrive on DIY, we can give you advice or recommendations on how to make your lawn the talk of the neighborhood. No job is too big or too small, and as always, we provide free estimates. Best Kept Sod Farm is a local company who strives for excellent customer satisfaction and takes pride in what we do. Contact us today by phoning or texting us at 217-779-0620 to discuss your project needs.
Back at halftime, Pleasant Plains High School and the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight, Better Bed, Less Money, Quincy, Jacksonville, SleepTightMidwest.com. And our first half started off this way. Roxana started the game off with a 3-pointer. Raiders came back with 6 straight points. That's a 6-point run, led by 3. Then Roxana retaliated with a 7-point run, took the lead 10-6. We scored, they'd score 4. We'd score, they'd score. And it did that back and forth there. And after 1 quarter, we let Dugan hit that 3-pointer in the first. And it was Roxana 23-14 by 9. Roxana started the second quarter off. Hit a 3-pointer and a bucket. Next thing, 28-14. Raiders are down by 14 points after that little 8-point run. But then the Raiders shut it down the rest of the half as the Raiders went on a 13-point run of their own. Defense converting to offense. We're down 28-27, and the last 2 free throws by Mayberry made it a 3-point game, 30-27.
Well, you got to win this game on the defensive end. You know, right now, we're kind of at a Raider pace. I mean, they want to get it up in the 60s, but you got to do a much better job of locating the three-point shooters. They had, 3 threes in the first quarter. Did they shut them down in the second, I believe?
We had one. Marbury got that the 1-3 to start the quarter off. He hit that one, but other than that.
Okay.
I almost forgot about it myself.
So they got 4 3-pointers. Much better job second quarter.
More importantly, Coach, only 7 points given up in the second quarter.
Well, you know, and that's guarding the people out on the 3-point line, you know, especially the big guy. You know, and this team's a little like backwards because you got the 2-6-2 dudes that are averaging 15 rebounds a game and the 6'5 dudes standing out there at the 3-point line. You got to make sure you find him and not leave him. You know what I mean? And then, you know, make sure that when they shoot the threes, because they are going to shoot threes, you get a body on somebody, and then our transition offense during that 13-point run. You know, we got a lot of easy looks at the basket, and we got 3 or 4 that could have went in, you know, that could have us up by 3 now instead of down by 3.
We had a few baskets roll in and out there, but they were in the back part of the rim, the side of the rim, point blank. Anyway, the winner of this one tonight, on Friday, will play the winner of tomorrow night's game. Unlike a lot of times where they'll play 2 games in a night, they are doing that up at Chillicothe. They play at 6 and 8. I'll get to that in a second here. But in the Plains, it's tonight at 6 or 7. Tomorrow, Staunton, the number 1 seed, will play Rochester, the number 3 seed, at 7. I've heard a lot of stuff about Staunton.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're 29-3.
They're the real deal.
Yeah, that you know, if we can somehow, you know, come out ahead on this, you know, and Staunton gets through there, that's going to be one heck of a sectional final on Friday.
On Friday at 7 o'clock. The winner of that then travels on to Carbondale next Monday and play the Super Sectional. Now, also, I mentioned the Chillicothe. It doesn't feed into us, but Chillicothe, the first game tonight, was Farmington, the number 4 seed, against West Hancock, and West Hancock was the number 1 seed.
Yep.
Hancock find themselves down after 12-9. Halftime, they were down 33-24, but came out, won the ball game. They closed out the third quarter. They were still down in the third, according to this. No, West Hancock got ahead there and closed it out 71-41. So West Hancock picked it up after that.
Big time.
Oh, my. Indeed, the way he had it lined out there, I was thinking it was the other way around, and if it is, my apologies there. So we already talked about Pleasant Plains, where we feed into. We just talked about that game. I'm trying to think if there was any other really good games in the on the other side of their bracket. West Hancock will play the winner of Manual and Riverdale. So they'll have a tough one. And then we've got the winner of the Pleasant Plains sectional will play the Nashville sectional. Nashville and Benton, 1 and 2 playing each other. Carterville and Breeze Central on the other side. So somebody will come out on that side and take on the winner from here. So good stuff. It's halftime. We still got a little more time here, so we'll take a quick break. Return at the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight. Midwest.com.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
a fine sponsor of Raider basketball as well as the Lady Raiders and both the Blue Devil teams. 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen at 601 Main Quincy. The OG sandwiches, they're the fried chicken sandwiches, each with a little twist out there. We've got the horseshoes that are the signatures, the features, the double smash burgers, or Bruce's Wings. It's all good stuff there. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11 to 8, Saturday, noon to 9. And across the street, Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. And, of course, a chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high heat oven. Open Thursday, 5 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 9. That's our 6th Street Promenade businesses. 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, and Atlas Slice, both from Quincy. And still halftime here. We thank all of our sponsors all season long, by the way. Appreciate their efforts. Stick around. Before you know it, it'll be next year. We'll already be knocking on the door. But we've got a postseason here to run with first. We did see a lot of the girls' games, too. I was checking out some of the girls and different boys' games. Of course, Jacksonville Route. We want to follow them. Jacksonville, Springfield, teams we saw this year who are still in it after the regionals.
Route's still in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good-looking ball club.
We
got lucky to win that game in the dome, they call it.
I think Route tonight, Coach, is taking on East St. Louis. I believe that is right, isn't it? No, excuse me. East St. Louis taking on Jacksonville? Because they're 3A. Route's 1A, right. We just talked about who East St. Louis is going to have to play the other day, and now I forgot who it was. When you put that much stuff in the files, that's what happens. They get lost once in a while. As we get ready for second half action, halftime, Roxana leads 30-27.
I was going to say Jacksonville Route against the Flyers of East
I know
St.
it.
Louis.
As soon as I thought about that, I go, I just put a 1A and a 3A school in there. But Route's got somebody good in their next round. They all should be good at this stage.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you start getting down to where there's, 32 teams left, it starts getting really good, as far as the basketball being played.
We've got Trinity, the girls' team, which we saw in 3A.
River Grove Trinity.
And Trinity is playing, River Forest, yes, is playing Chatham Glenwood in the first round of the semifinals at state. That'll be a good ball game.
Oh, that'll be a great ball game.
Here we go for the second half action. It'll be Raiders basketball. Robbie Reed, Jace Allensworth, TJ Togarepi, Bo F. Tank, and Gavin Dolman.
Basically the starters.
Working left or right on the dial. TV, movie screen, radio if you still have one. Double screen at the post. TJ brings it to the right side. Bo comes out on the left side behind a double screen. Now steps back for a 3. Shot no good. Allensworth's fighting for it. Reed faked it. Now he comes over to Allensworth. Jace uses the left hand. Nice move by Allensworth. He switched hands on his man. And it's a 1-point deficit for the Raiders, 30 seconds into the third quarter.
He got one of those little floaters to go. Maybe that's a good sign for the second half.
Stem with the ball low. Stem got the shot. He was point blank on that one. Aiden Stem.
Can't let him get down that low.
Holloway, Mayberry, right side. Shot for 3. Allensworth drills from 3. I will give you the starters for the second half. We've got a tie ball game, 32-32. Brought to you by, of course, Woodmart Building Center since 1978. Shot from the left side, no good, hit tie. And that shot was taken by Dugan. It's Dugan, Holloway, Crawford, Mayberry, and Stem for the visiting team.
I think Jace likes this basket down here a whole lot better than he did that one first half.
Indeed. Kevin Vandeman and crew at Woodmart Building Center. Fine three-point sponsor for the last couple years. Allensworth stops at 14, almost travels. Then he makes the step in, has his shot blocked by Mayberry. Mayberry knew he couldn't go anywhere. Mayberry, a runner from 12 foot, airballed it. Dolman didn't touch it, and then turned around when the ref said it was Roxana's ball and thought, I didn't touch it. And the ref was right there. 6:34 left, third quarter. Raiders will have to play defense now. Stem, right side, is going to step behind a 3, doesn't get it. Now tries to go. F-Tank was there to help out. Back out high to Dugan. His 3, airballed all the way across the basket.
Stem's not one of their big three-point shooters. He's going to drive and kick it back out.
I was thinking these must be the Raider kids, but they're in pink and light pink, but they cheered for that air ball, so I definitely think it was our fans. Half court set, 6:15 left in the third.
I think Roxana's down here with the red
Yep.
on.
Dolman drives. Dolman off the glass. Tough angle there, and I'll tell you, Stem bumped him off a little bit. Mayberry drives all the way in. No good. Ball hits the floor. Crawford picked it up. Bad luck lose. And a rebound. Mayberry luckily let go of that ball. He was going to the floor.
Third chance on this. Oh, we got
But this time, Togarepi steals it. Goes against Holloway. And it's going to be out of bounds. Holloway stepped over.
Well,
bumped
they were about ready to get their third look, on the offensive end. We got to do a better job making sure, because they're shooting long threes. You got to make sure you get a body on somebody, make sure your guy doesn't get the ball.
I think we had the rebound, but we made a turn, and somebody was right there. F-Tank off the left side. 3, no good. Togarepi flies in on the weak, strong side. Gets it into Robbie Reed. Robbie Reed shot is blocked by Dugan.
Wow.
That looked like a nice block, Coach.
Well, I'm looking at the guy underneath the basket, didn't call anything. The guy out here towards the volleyball line made the call.
Exact same guy that called it down the other end. Dolman didn't touch it.
Now, if Reed gets that ball and does a shot fake, gets the guy up in the air and then goes into him, yeah. But that was a pretty good defensive play. But, we're at the free throw line shooting too.
From behind him, and that was the key there. It was from behind, but he swatted against the board. Robbie Reed nails the first free throw.
And free throws down the stretch in this game probably going to be really big.
Dugan goes out. Dugan's only got one foul. 2 fouls so far in the quarter against Roxana with 5:44 left. Raiders have 0. Nice job by Robbie Reed. I always thought his was just a little flat on his shot, but
yeah.
Guess what? He just put
Good
2 of
rotation.
in. Roach is in the game for Roxana. Left side, Holloway back to Roach. Raiders are still playing man-to-man. Togarepi gets through the screen.
That's all the Raiders ever plays man-to-man.
That is true. Back out high. Crawford's going to take a 3. Left alone, no good. Dolman with a strong rebound.
Good box out.
Outlet it to TJ. Down the left side to Reed. Robbie drives. Robbie with a little 8-footer off the glass. Reed slashed down the middle. Took it off the glass for a bank. And the Raiders lead 36-32. Back on defense and quickly. Roxana wants to call a timeout. Full timeout. And we'll take one too. 5:06 left in the third. Raiders getting out here in the third quarter, lead 36-32. Back with more. You know where it's at. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardies, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back after the timeout, talking about fish. And I'm watching that, Coach. 36.
That sounds good tonight.
36-32. Raiders have another little 7-point run. As in the second half, Raiders have outscored them 9-2. My 2 looked like an 8 there. And going all the way back, like you said, like almost 4 minutes in the second quarter.
4:30 to go. We were down 28-14.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we scored 22, and they scored 4. In the last.
And a steal by Allensworth on the out of bounds. Allensworth goes in for a layup. They put the ball in. We almost weren't ready for it.
And it comes down to the defensive end. Oh,
another tip ball there by Dolman.
Yep.
Holloway gets it, though, to Mayberry, who brings the dribble back to the top to Roach. 4 on the perimeter. Stem trying at the high post. He's got Robbie Reed on him. He's fighting through. Ball into the right corner. Mayberry fires a 3. No good. Togarepi had the weak side rebound.
Oh.
Togarepi had the ball, and cutting underneath him was Holloway.
That would have been a good no call right there.
Exactly, because it's not TJ who's getting the rebound, and actually Togarepi came underneath him. I wouldn't have called it on either guy.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a good no call. But, once again, 2 fouls against 1 here with 4:30 to go. That doesn't hurt us too bad.
Raiders are up 38-32. Box out of bounds play. Roach gets it on the left wing. High post. Stem putting a shoulder out and trying to forearm shiver Robbie Reed. Back almost to the top of the key. That goes into Stem. Stem does a good fake. Allensworth came over to help. Stem gets the basket. He's now got 12 in the ball game.
I wonder how Stem will shoot the free throw line if you grab, but it's going to be hard grabbing that strong dude, keeping him down and going to the hole.
Togerepi to the basket. Togerepi all the way to the basket. Made a good move. That cut the 9-point lead, but we got a bucket right back. Up 40-34, halfway through the third. Stem got it in transition. Stem missed the shot. Stem clears out and gets the rebound. Wow, he clears out when he wants the ball, and he gets it.
Well, good solid body, uses it well.
Yes. Togerepi to the right side. Gavin Dolman looking inside. Reed's not open. They're trying to get it in, but they do. To Crawford. Oh, and he hits him in the elbow on the shot. No call. Crawford was shorter. Reed got him to commit the foul. Stem driving through the lane. Oh, F-Tank needs to take the charge. Bo was right there, and instead of taking the charge, he turned sideways. The shot was missed.
The scouting report says let Stem shoot the threes. You know, we went out and tried to get in front, in front of him, challenged the three-point shot. He took it right to the hole. He's very, very strong going to the hole, and you ain't going to take the ball from him.
On the weak side, Robbie Reed finally, after he got the second one, that being Aiden Stem. Reed blocked it from behind, but he fouled him. He was all over him. Robbie's second foul against the Raiders.
Let him shoot the threes and let Holloway shoot the threes.
Stem second, rattles in and out. Dolman gets the rebound. Little three-point run, but the Raiders still lead. Give and go.
Great.
Sully Walker with the left. TJ Togerepi in the corner. Past to Sully Walker on the cut. Walker switched hands from the right to the left for the layup.
Great finish by Walker.
42-37, give that assist to TJ. Ah, there he is flying down on the other side. Just hiding out. Stem finds a place, and when the ball's on the opposite side, why he's wide open, I have no idea. They're making 25-foot passes to Stem.
We tried to come in there and
F-Tank,
double team.
Allensworth, pass, good! 2 passes, Bo gave it up, came right back to Bo. Bo nails the 3. We'll catch up on Woodmart in a second. 45-39.
When he gets his feet together and catches it, doesn't have to dribble and lets it fly. Great shooter.
And he did a good job there of giving the ball up and then going back out there to the 3. Holloway's going to take a 3. He's going to come up short. Dolman tips it up against the rim, then gets it.
Like I said, that's fine.
Togerepi in the backcourt with Holloway on him. Behind the back in half court. Right side, Sully back to the top. No, he goes all the way over to F-Tank to the left side. No good. Togerepi tipped it, rebounded, Roxana. Dugan in transition. Stem, he's out high. Stem, 20-footer, no good. TJ gets it, 2 minutes left. Long pass to Dolman. Dolman, and he tried to go back out.
Let it go.
Dugan saved it.
Yep,
and a great job running in the backcourt by TJ to get the ball. Get it back to your guard, 150 left in the third.
I was afraid he was going to try it half court and save it going back, and he didn't have to do it.
TJ setting up. He's got Jace on the left, F-Tank on the right. North Carolina, 4 corners, looks like. Walker in the left corner. Gavin Dolman in the right. Everybody gets to catch their breath. Remember, you always rest on offense, not defense. This is a good time for the Raiders, up by 6. And you're giving them a chance. That's fine. Coach Altmix wants Allensworth down in the block. Dolman down there, too. Walker's on the opposite block.
He's got a play in mind right here. Let's see how they execute.
Allensworth goes all the way out to the left corner. Fakes the 3 on Mayberry. Goes all the way out in front of the basket. Good with a finger roll. Allensworth, 1-on-1. He's got 9 in the quarter, 14 in the ball game. Raiders lead 47-39. Ball is tipped.
Great defensive pressure.
Bo F-Tank flashes up in the passing lane. Crawford touches it. And with 1:01 left in the third, Raiders with the basketball in an 8-point lead. The whole bench, I'm surprised they haven't told the Raiders to sit down, because usually only the coach is supposed to be up. Dolman comes out. Checking back in, Robbie Reed, I believe, because it was Walker, F-Tank, Togerepi, and Allensworth still in that lineup. 1 minute left in the third. The key is to only take 1 shot.
Well, be patient here.
Exactly.
If you get a good look, take it.
Yep. Robbie Reed looked at it from 20 foot. TJ. And Bo F-Tank makes a cut to the basket. F-Tank from the top of the key. He gets the basket. TJ with another assist. Raiders are on a 7-point lead by 10. 36 seconds left in the third quarter.
And that
Dugan.
was a good look.
That was a great look. F-Tank completed it. Crawford in the corner. Togarepi. Oh, and it's taken away by Allensworth. Thrown out. Sully's going to track it down in the corner.
Hold on, you got plenty of time. Oops.
Wow. Walker got in the corner, turned around, and was squared up before they called that. And all the Raider fans are right down there going, what are you calling? I can't tell you because it was across everything. That'd have been a nice chance to take a shot there.
Too far away from us.
You got it. Even if I was on top of it, I'm not going to question that. 20.7 left in the third quarter. Holloway to trigger it in. He'll get it back. Rowan Stegeman checked in for a little defense. Also Marth checked in as well.
And once again, what you're seeing here is the Raiders wearing them down.
Togarepi in the corner. Dugan. Dugan's three, no good.
Great shot.
Weak side Stem. Stegeman muscles up. Stem, though, gets the shot. And there's the buzzer. I'll tell you what, Stegeman did a good job of just standing there and muscling up with him.
Stegeman's about the same size. That was a battle underneath the basket for that rebound and basket.
Great third quarter for the Raiders as the Raiders scored 22 points, only give up 11, and the last one was the last basket of the quarter. And we're going to the fourth quarter. QND 49, Roxana 41. We're back with the action. You know where? MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And back here at Pleasant Plains, the 2A semifinal, first round of the sectionals. First quarter, Raiders were down by 9, 23-14. Raiders did a great job with a 13-point run in the second quarter. We're only down by 3 at the half, 30-27. But the 9-point run in the third quarter built up a 10-point lead, but they'll take an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter, 49-41. By the way, Wellman and Pettit here on the call. Coming in the quarter, Reed, Dolman, F-Tank, Allensworth, and Walker. TJ gets the break. Roxana will have the basketball. Dugan, Holloway, Mayberry, Crawford, and Stem.
Length and bench. Length and bench.
In the half-court set, Allensworth banging Dugan all the way across. Holloway in those light pink shoes. Goes into the corner to Dugan. Dugan's a shooter, but doesn't really create on his own.
No.
Oh, there it was, a big walk. Mayberry, and Mayberry's 6'2", doesn't look that big. He made a turn.
He tried to dunk it.
And he tried to dunk it, but the problem was he traveled as soon as he got the ball at the top of the key. So, Raiders basketball, 49-41, up by 8. Half-court set, Allensworth in the left corner with Walker. Right corner, Dolman. F-Tank taking the ball to the right side.
Let's run our sets and execute here in the fourth quarter.
Dolman, right side, brings it out in front. Dolman over to the left side to Reed. Reed brings the dribble out. Reed tries to go
up
too far into Allensworth. Stem took it away.
Tried to make a pass instead of going up into the guy that was up in the air.
Mayberry drives, pulls up short, and that was a good move because Dolman was going to take the charge if he took one more step. Half-court set, Reed with the basketball. Right corner, Dolman. Allensworth trying to post up. It'll go back out to F-Tank. Bow, crossover dribble. Into the right corner, Dolman. Stays on the right side to F-Tank. Inside 7 minutes left in the game. Two moves. Allensworth has it on the left wing. Dolman's in the left corner now. Jace takes it to the left corner himself. And Coach Almix wants to call a timeout because he thought that we were just a little off there. So 6:43 left in this one. Raiders lead 49-43. We're back. MeccaSportsCo.com.
It's that time of year and spring is right around the corner. With Best Kept Sod Farm Services, you can rest assured that our team of landscape professionals will provide all of your landscaping needs. We offer sod sales, delivery, and installation, and also full-service landscaping solutions and property maintenance to achieve that desirable curb appeal. Don't wait. Call or text Best Kept Sod Farm today at 217-779-0620 to discuss your landscaping needs.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Wellman and Pettit back here at Pleasant Plains High School. 6:43 left in this one. Raiders 49 with the basketball. Box out of bounds play under their own basket. Togarepi will be triggering it with Dolman and Reed down low. F-Tank and Allensworth at the high post. Allensworth comes all the way around the formation. Leans in, misses the shot. Got his own rebound though. Should have used the glass, but that's okay.
Good job bringing it back out, being patient on the offensive end.
Allensworth in the left corner. F-Tank comes around, not there. Bo will set it then. Gets a screen from Allensworth, back to Jace. Pulls for the three. No good, rolls in and out. Look good. Crawford got the rebound for Roxana. He gets the ball to Mayberry, being guarded by Allensworth. Man-to-man from both teams the whole game. Stem with Reed on him. Flashing down, Dugan got double teamed. Crawford won't take that shot, so leave him go. Dugan will look for that shot.
Well, yeah, and Dugan won't look for it underneath the basket.
Stem trying to work against Gavin Dolman. Gavin, good trap. Oh, Gavin took the charge. Didn't get the call. Stem gets the basket. I tell you what, that was a good call, a play. That should have been a charge. Or call him on a flop if you don't think it's a good call. 49-45.
Well, there was plenty of contact there. Let's put it like that.
6 points in a row by Roxana. Makes it a 4-point lead by the Raiders. F-Tank has it, skips it over to Allensworth off the left side. Jay starts the drive. He's been stopped by Mayberry. He'll get it to Reed. Togarepi's back in the game, but Dolman comes to the top of the key. He takes the three and misses. Crawford gets it, maybe set a little too quick for that one. Raiders need to pick it up on defense again. Get some offensive transition. Although I thought Dolman did a good job the last time taking the charge. Little weave out here. Stem, that was a moving screen. Stem actually moved and then pushes off when he moves. Dugan back at the center circle. He'll go left side to Holloway. They're looking to try to go inside to Stem.
Just went under 5 minutes with 49-45.
Stem
Raider
gets
lead.
it. Stem trying to get up. Stem, the short hook, no good. Big rebound by Robbie Reed. Reed got pounded.
They call traveling?
Reed got smacked in the face.
Oh, my goodness.
Lost the ball going down and really should have been called either on Dugan or Stem. And instead,
I thought Stem nailed him.
They called traveling. That's all right, 4:48 left in this one. Regroup. Ball goes back over to Roxana. They've got it at half court. Holloway being guarded by TJ.
You're going to see less and less whistles as we go, so you better play through it.
Mayberry back out here to Dugan. Dolman on him. Stem being guarded by Reed. Pulls up, partially blocked on the shot. Nice job, Dolman on Dugan's shot. TJ Togarepi got the rebound.
Dugan's one of those catch and shoot guys and put it on the ground. He's not going to shoot very well.
And Dolman did a great job of closing on that one. Robbie Reed in the left corner. F-Tank flashed.
Whoa.
Came all the way across court. Dolman. Gavin, he's got a backdoor cut. Allensworth catches it and then takes it up. Great job. Good pass by Dolman. Great play by Allensworth to catch it, regroup, and then take it strong. 4 minutes left in this one. Raiders lead by 6, 51-45. Mayberry off the left side. Back to the top.
Let him shoot that.
Mayberry again with Dolman.
Holloway, let him shoot.
Elbows inside. All mix is yelling. The whole staff is yelling the elbows. I'm sure it was Stem because he gets physical down there.
Oh.
Double team. Ooh, Togi should have looked for it.
He uses his body well.
Crawford takes a three in the corner. No good. Ball goes into the corner. Stem tipped it. Picked up that by Mayberry. Roxana gets another offensive possession. Holloway will set it up. Togarepi will come out and pick him up. Left side, Crawford flies behind a double team. F-Tank flashed out. They get it to Mayberry. Raiders are doing a great job of closing out when guys are getting through screens, and it's frustrating Roxana's coach. He wants a timeout because the Raiders are jumping, and now they'll make a change in the timeout.
Well, they ran probably a minute off the clock and were unable to get a good look at the basket due to the Raiders' great defense.
We'll just keep it right here. Actually, I'll do this real quick. How about this? Hey, great sponsors for Raider basketball and Blue Devil basketball as well. 8 Open, the Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, the sandwiches, the signatures, the features. Hey, order it ahead of time, 8open.com, or stop on down Wednesday through Saturday. Stop on also across the street. Doug Brenner finally checked out a pizza there. He says, I like the simple pizzas. So he got the closest to a meat lover's pizza, and that's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. Chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high heat oven. You've got it Thursday through Saturday, usually 5 o'clock when they open up. North 6th Street Promenade. 8 Open and Atlas Slice. All right, Coach, here we go. 3:13 left, 51-45. Raiders with the lead. Boy, we've done a good job there. We had a 7-point run at the end of the third with a 9-point run early in that quarter, so that 16-point run. We gave Roxana the last basket of the quarter and the first 2 of the fourth quarter, which was a 6-point run. Got it within 4. Raiders hit the basket to put it back to 6.
Got to make sure we find the three-point shooters, and get out there and challenge, but got to keep the big boy off the board.
No foul trouble either. Mayberry had 2 early in the game, so did Allensworth.
Yep.
They've been still at 2. Holloway with the ball, and TJ Togarepi on him. High post is Stem, being guarded by Reed. Dugan comes across, gets the ball to Mayberry. He's got Dolman on him. There's a switch between Reed and Stem. Dolman and Reed do a nice job on that one. They can both match with Stem and Mayberry.
Yep.
Try to backdoor cut. Crawford from the left corner, no good. Oh, Allensworth goes over his head. Dugan misses the shot. Reed went over Dolman's back, but Gavin Dolman got the rebound. That was pretty good. Reed
That's
was
that
Skype.
football mentality right there, baby.
2:30 left. Raiders are up by 6. Bring it out into a 4-corner with Togarepi out there as well. Allensworth to F-Tank. Then you've got Reed. Bounce pass in. Dolman. Almost and one. Coming over was Dugan. It was a great pass by F-Tank. Dugan was going to commit the foul no matter what. And a double pump from Dolman rolled off the rim. But Gavin will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, like I say, free throws are going to be very big at the end of this ball game with 2:21 to go and a 51-45 lead.
2:21 to go, Coach. That was the first foul for either team in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good by Dolman.
And this game has been very physical, from start to finish.
Yeah, both teams have played well. I haven't had to complain at all, really. We thought a couple times we might have had a call, but quite honestly, it's been consistent. Dolman knocks down 2.
2 big ones there.
53-45, 8-point lead. 2:15 left. Holloway across the timeline, gives it to Mayberry. Mayberry back to Holloway in the high post is Stem. Crawford gets it to Stem at the top. Back over to the right side. Now they drop it down to Stem in the short corner. He's working against Togarepi. Block shot from behind. Oh, and F-Tank was trying to block it.
Good foul.
But if you're going to block it, you need to block the ball. And he grabbed a hold of his wrist. But when he did it, he made sure the ball came down. So Bo's going to get called for the foul.
Well, he still got it up. But, it wasn't the shot he wanted.
That was a foul for Bo in the whole game. Free throw is good.
Make him earn it at the line. 2 at a time.
On the night, he is 4 for 5. That being Aiden Stem for Roxana. Second one is up. Good. 2 free throws in a row.
It's better than the other thing where he goes up, gets fouled,
and
makes it, and then one.
In the backcourt, full court pressure being applied. Allensworth walks it over. Now he picks it up on Mayberry. Goes all the way to the hole. Off the glass. Oh, and he gets that little bit of touch. I thought it was going to bounce out. And it stays in. Stem loses the handle.
Good job by
Reed and F-Tank.
Yep.
Robbie in the half-court set.
Bring it out.
Back out to Allensworth and TJ. 1:35 left in this one and counting. TJ makes a drive. TJ lobs it into Reed. I thought we had a foul.
Bring it back
But instead, good job. I thought for sure when he drove they were going to call something. Robbie Reed, he'll go in. Robbie Reed from the left baseline. Goes one-on-one. 57-47. Raiders by 10. Left side 3, no good. Togarepi the rebound. Dugan missed the shot.
Walk it down. Run the clock out. Good job, Raiders.
1 minute left in this one. Togarepi gets fouled by Holloway. For Trenton, it'll be his 3rd foul. Again, looking at that, there's only been, in the first quarter, we had 3 team fouls. 2 fouls is the most in any quarter. So again, letting the guys play.
Well,
and that's why that one on up top on that Reed screen was so foolish, because he didn't even touch him.
The farther you get in the state tournament, the less it's going to be called.
Allensworth ran back in the backcourt. He almost pulled a Pettit there as he ran towards the opponent's basket. They finally figured they had to track him down. Not Pettit, but Allensworth. That's a third team foul. 59.2 left. Make sure you stick around for the post game. Brought to you by Hardies, 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms will break this one down. We'll also hear from Coach. Brought to you by the Cunis Auto Group. F-Tank. Roach is in the game now. And immediately fouls.
Well, they've got to immediately foul, to get them on the line to at least have a chance.
That was the fourth.
You're three plus possessions down, and you can't put them on the line. So, they've got to make fouls.
Jordan Roach, his first foul. Raiders call a quick timeout. Couldn't get the ball in. Smart move. Coach Altmix says, let's make it a full timeout. We'll take a breath, too.
He wasn't very happy about the out-of-bounds set that they ran on that one.
Hey, let's take a break. Come right back as the Raiders lead by 10, 57-47. Last 56.4 when we come back on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Back after the timeout, 56.4. Raiders couldn't get it in, but lead 57-47. Winner of this game plays on Friday at 7 o'clock against the winner of Staunton and Rochester. That will be played tomorrow night here at 7 o'clock. Busy up here because Plains girls go to state on Thursday as well. In the backcourt, lost. F-Tank lost it. Holloway had it, and it was funny because F-Tank kind of got hit in the face. Then they made a pass to Dugan, but out in front of him, ball goes out of bounds. Raiders basketball. Raiders got lucky there. Togarepi, F-Tank, Allensworth, Reed, and Dolman.
Tough place to throw it in. They made it easy for us.
Dolman brings it across. He's got Stem on him. Double team goes, but they get it out to Togarepi. TJ drives through the action. Out to F-Tank.
Bring it out.
It's keep away time. Dolman gets checked out at the top by Stem. Hey, check this out, Coach. One of the most physical guys on the floor plays such a good game. That's his first foul the whole game. And he plays strong. Dolman to head of the line. He made 2 free throws earlier. He's 3 for 3. He had the blue-collar 3 in the second quarter when he had a heck of a quarter. He had 11 points. He had 16 in the first half.
Couple of free throws might ice this game.
I never mention, averages before the game. We always mention the Raiders' average. Individually, we do not talk about averages. Next game, we'll have to pull them out and see if we got them just for blank and grins.
I haven't seen them anywhere.
I know.
We have to talk to Coach about that.
I don't think he hides them either. Dolman's second one, good. 2 for 2. 59-47. Down to 36 seconds. Mayberry's going to bring it across the timeline. Right corner, Crawford pulls the 3, no good. F-Tank gets the rebound. Roach trying to foul. Now decides not to. Coach is just going to back it up. Good play by Roxana. Roxana will finish 24-10. Good-looking ball team. Raiders will go 29-1. If you heard me in the pregame, I already said that. Wishful thinking. Very strong team out of Roxana. Good matchup for the Raiders. Raiders with a 6-point run at the end. Waiting for the buzzer. There it is. Raiders win the semifinal here on Tuesday night. Your final QND Raiders 59, Roxana Shells 47, Coach. And I'll tell you what, Raiders had to battle back from early lulls in the game. And when they did, especially when they picked that up in the third, that was it. Third quarter.
4 minutes to go in the second quarter when they were down 28-14 to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Where they went on that, 22-4 run, if I'm not mistaken. That was the difference of the ball game right there. It started on the defensive end, their deflections, their transition offense, coming back on that. And, Well, what a strong performance by the Raiders tonight.
And great job there as Stem did a great job there. He had 8 in the first quarter. He had 11, 19, 23, I believe, unofficially. Good-looking ball player, strong kid. Yeah, I know it. Good luck to next year. One of our fans out here from the Shells checking in here is good-looking ball team out there and came down to the wire here, Coach. So we're going to call it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We'll have the Hardies post-game show. But the final here from Pleasant Plains, the QND Raiders 59, Roxana Shells 47, and it's off to the sectional final Friday at 7 o'clock right here in Pleasant Plains. And we'll be here too. Mechasportsco.com. Stick around for the post-game show as we wrap things up here at Pleasant Plains.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to Pleasant Plains. It's the Hardies post-game show brought to you by Brian Harms and the crew at Hardies and 30th and Broadway. Of course, with that Alaskan pollock, 2 for $3 fish. Oop, how about 2 for $7?
$3. Hey, you get everybody over there right now.
Let's see.
2 for $3, because 2 for $7 is pretty darn good.
Indeed it is. So make sure when you go there, it's 2 for $7. Great job here by the Raiders. I'll tell you what, this was a fun one tonight, Coach. It started off the first quarter. Roxana hit the first bucket, hit a three-pointer. Raiders put 6 up. Roxana put 7 up. Roxana was up 10-6. Trading baskets after one quarter. Roxana 23, QND 14, down by 9. Second quarter, first 5 points, Roxana. So that made an 8-point run from the first quarter. They were up 28-14. You heard Coach talking about it around the 4-point at the second quarter. And the Raiders went on a 13-point run, got up, down, 28-27. Roxana made the last 2 free throws of the first half, so Raiders go in, only down by 3. Third quarter, they picked it up again after each guy's had a basket, a 9-point run by the Raiders, and after trading baskets a few more, a 7-point run, and at the end of 3, 49-41, Raiders by 8. Roxana was not done yet. Roxana got the first 4 points of the fourth quarter after the 2 points from the quarter before, and it made it 49-45. Raiders came out, got it up to 8. 2 free throws later, back to 6. Then the Raiders closed out with 6 points, including the last 2 free throws, and win this one 59-47, Coach, and will advance to Friday night right here at Pleasant Plains. And the winner of that, of course, will take on Rochester or Staunton. And then the next winner will head off to next Monday on my birthday. You don't have to wish me a happy birthday, everybody. But it's at Carbondale. We're hoping to get down there for the action.
We go see Dale.
But a good one here, Coach.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you look at the defense the first quarter, they gave up 23 points. You know, in the first quarter, 3 threes, didn't do what they were supposed to do. Last 3 quarters, they gave up 24, so that's 8 points per quarter. You know, hey, you do that. That's championship. That's championship basketball right there. And they shut it down on the defensive end. Got out in their transition game after, you know, getting steals. You know, challenging 3-point shot, getting the rebound, and then going and getting the good looks going up and down the floor.
Indeed, indeed. I'll tell you what, Notre Dame brought a great crowd. Their fan base, not only the parents and all the relation, as now Sam Douglas is chasing his kids around the floor. Sam, it used to be you guys. Of course, Xavier, his youngest brother, is a senior on this team. And all the pink and light pink out here tonight coming from our fan base that was down here underneath the Raider basket. Hey, let's break it all down now. Raiders are now 29-1. We'll play Friday night They were led in scoring. Gavin Dolman, 20 points. 16 in the first half, 4 for 4 down the line at the free throw line. 18 points from Jace Allensworth. Allensworth had that good first quarter, but only 5 points. Third quarter, he had 9 and then closed out with 4 more in the last for 18 points. One more guy in double figures, and that was Robbie Reed. Had a basket in every quarter, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. He had 10. Bo F. Tank hit a 3 and a bucket in the third quarter. He had 5. Sully Walker with 4, especially that good backdoor cut, and I believe TJ might have made that pass. TJ and Jace, there was a number of great passes today in this ball game. And then 2 points out of TJ Togarepi. Of course, your point guard out there doing the job. And I think, Coach, I'm not sure. We brought Rowan Stegeman in on the defensive side as well as Caden Marth. Both those guys came in for defensive spots, giving a rest, which was a really good job there. So, other side for Roxana Shells, 24-10 on the season. They were led by Aiden Stem, 23 points. We did not let him score in the second quarter, but Stem had 23 in the ball game, including 5 out of 6 from the charity stripe. Really, he was the only guy that shot. Mayberry had 2, so there were 7 out of 8 from the charity stripe. 14 points out of Sean Mayberry, and 12 of those came in the first half, so we really shut Mayberry down until that fourth quarter where he got a bucket. 6 points from Cohen Dugan. He had 2 3-pointers early in the ball game, never scored after that. Holloway had 2, Crawford had 2, and then Jordan Roach came in, and I think that was it. They played 6 deep, and nobody, as I mentioned in the broadcast, until that last fouls that put us in the double bonus, nobody had more than 2 fouls out there. So hold that thought real quick. Go ahead, Coach. Oh, I always have. Coach Ron Kincher, a.k.a. Junior. For those who don't know about that, way back in his days as a advertiser, he had Prairie Farms. You're welcome. And had an ad on TV, and the family was there at the table, and he said, look it, even Junior likes it.
Somebody else's.
Yeah, good job out there from Mr. Gilbert. He handles all the scoring out there that's Brody's dad. He's not the official scorer, as he's told me, but I've told him many times, you're the guy as soon as you can shade stuff in. So he must have started shading them in that second quarter because, boy, great runs there. 6, 13, 9, 7, and 6. We opened with a 6-point run. We closed with a 6-point run. And in between, some good stuff out there, especially from the defensive side.
Oh, especially from the defensive side.
Oh.
I mean, that's what won this ball game. You know, I sit there looking at the first quarter going, okay, they're on pace to score 90. You know, they're averaging 56.9. I'm like, well, something ain't right here, you know. But then, you know, we clamped down the defensive end. I don't know what Coach told them, you know, in between quarters. Well, probably. I think he called a timeout around the 4:32 mark also. You know, I don't know what he told them then, but whatever he told them, you know, from that point on, I mean, shoot, they had 19 points in the last 2.5 quarters. You're not going to do that and beat anybody.
Shells were 7 for 8 from the line, but more importantly, QND 8 for 10 from the charity stripe.
And most of those were in the fourth quarter, finishing the game out.
We finished 4 in the fourth quarter, 6 for 6 in the second half. We missed our first and 1 when Jace had a chance early, and Jace missed 1 or 2. Those were all in the first quarter. After that, Raiders took care of business. I got to like it, throw a little BTO in there. And you ain't seen nothing yet? We'll throw another one in there, too.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, if Staunton wins tomorrow night, you know, I think we're set up for one
real good matchup.
Final here in the sectionals.
Coach Altmix is with us now. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much.
Big sectional victory there. I'll tell you what, very good ball team here. And as I told Coach Pettit, until that last quarter where they had to foul, nobody had more than 3 fouls. In fact, the Raiders had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Nobody got in foul trouble. Allensworth and Mayberry got the first 2. They let them play and get physical in this game.
Oh, most definitely. You know, there were a couple that, you know, I don't mind if, it's going to be both ends. I thought they did a great job tonight. The only thing is that, you know, when the contact creates a turnover, that's the only one that, you know, I was a little upset with tonight a time or two. But overall, the rest did a great job. And, you know, I would rather have this. I'd rather have the refs let the players decide it than to, put a Jay Soundsworth, a Gavin Dolman on the bench with 2 fouls, 3 fouls, 4 fouls, and all of a sudden, that can change the outcome of a game. And, same thing with their guys. And so, the refs let them decide it, and that was awesome.
The physicality, that was the great thing of it, too, because our defense and physicality got after it. We double team. If the pass went across, I think Allensworth stole one to the basket. And so first quarter, we get a 6-point run. They get a 7. Nullify it. We find ourselves down 9. And then at the 28-14 mark of that second quarter, that's when the Raiders picked it up. A 13-point run. We got within 1 after 2 free throws, 3. But that really catapulted us. And then you took it in after halftime with that 9-point run in the third. And I'll tell you, that looked good.
It did. I ask the guys all the time. I remind them, and they don't get tired of hearing it. That hey, what's the difference? What's the difference? And they know every single time it's defense. I said with that though, we got to make sure we don't give them second chance opportunities. I said a few too many offensive rebounds for them, but they're a big team, and that 0 is hard to move, and so it's one of those that. They just kept after it, and fortunately for us, we were able to create a few turnovers, give ourselves an opportunity. And, when I also say, people don't always think about this aspect of the game. When you are having to play that hard on the offensive end, come fourth quarter, those legs might be just a little bit tired when you need those threes. Those threes didn't look quite so good in the fourth quarter as they did the first quarter when they were shooting them.
I'll tell you what did look good, though. Raiders missed 2 free throws in the first quarter, then closed out 8 for 10 when they needed to. And, of course, Gavin hit 4 key free throws at the end. In the third quarter, it was Robbie Reed with his as well.
Oh, most definitely. And that's something that, told the guys you want people to stop talking to you about your free throws, put them in the basket. And, ironically, my wife sent me a little my head associate coach sent me a article that, hey, it's muscle memory. And, ironically, that was right after I talked to the guys, hey, every single one of you guys can make free throws. Just step up to the doggone line. Don't think about it. Don't worry about breathing. And I told my coaching staff, I said, any one of you yell something during a free throw, you're immediately fired. I said, they're going to step up. They're going to put the doggone thing in the basket because they can. We have good shooters. We have guys that can shoot the ball, and, they've shown that now.
That's what we do to the other team. When you're standing there and the guy's going to shoot a free throw, you go, do you inhale or do you exhale when you do it, and make you start thinking about that. So I tell you, good stuff, though, and the D picked up. And when the D picked it up, even with that lead of 10, we knew these guys could come back. But we closed out on shots. There were a couple of air balls. Dugan made 2 threes in the beginning of the game. He never made another basket after that. That's some good defense.
Most definitely. And, I'll tell you what, it's not easy to get high school guys to play defense like that. But I hand it to them because they bought in. They have bought in from the very first practice, and they put themselves in this position because they're willing to get themselves in shape and they're willing to play hard-nosed defense.
Well, and I thought when they scored 23 in the first quarter, I said, you guys got to score 90 to win.
Well, it was one of the, I'm not too worried about how many points get put up. Hey, I was happy that they were getting up and down with us, and I'm like, fantastic, let's get up and down, and because that's our type of game. And so, I thought that even though we gave up 23, which we can't do, I thought that helped us out.
Well, indeed. Yeah, and, because I thought you had to get up in the 60s, and you were
almost
close.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You got to remember, when you're running up and down that many times, you're going to eventually start slowing down, and so are the shots. So,
hey, it's a school night, and we will be back on Friday night with you for the sectional championship. Congratulations. Safe trip home.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, guys.
You got it, and that's Greg Altmix, head coach of the QND Raiders. His comments are brought to you by the QNS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. Back with more of the postgame right after this on MeccaSportsCo.com.
QNS Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QNS Honda.
And QNS Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QNS Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QNS makes it easy.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
And back at the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight, better bed, less money. Sleep Tight, Quincy and Jacksonville. That's sleeptightmidwest.com. Thank you to Coach Altmix here, and we close out on a Tuesday night. Gotta love it with a big victory. Started getting a little scary, but that's the thing with this Raider team. You can get down early, and their defense is going to pick things up. I mean, you don't want to make it the fourth quarter, but when they did it in the second quarter.
Well, when you're a quarter and a half into the game and the other team has 28 points, that's not very good defense because that's going to get you up in the 70s. So whatever switch was turned on, with 4:30 to go, 4:32 to go, when it was 28-14, from that point on, the Raiders were after it. Full court, man, trapping, getting in the passing lanes and turning that into easy transition offense.
And, Coach, after that last 4 minutes, the only 2 points that the
free throws.
Shells, last 2 free throws made it there. Otherwise, it had been a run. And then the next quarter, we come out with a basket each. And then, boom, we ran that 9-point run, got up by 6, 38-32, built it up with a 7-point run at the end of the quarter, 49-39, even though we only had an 8-point lead going into the fourth. But when it got to the fourth, Raiders did a good job moving the basketball.
Played smart.
Yep, and then like you said, only take a layup. And sure enough, we made a pass in there late for a layup, which was good stuff here. But a nice closeout here, and the Raiders will be back Friday night. So will we. Wellman, Pettit, Raiders, and either
7
Staunton.
o'clock.
Yep.
7 o'clock.
And Roxana. Yeah, I was going to say, I got that mistake last week at Waterloo with the girls. Thank goodness I was close enough out there. So, and by the way, Ted Wolf is out there. And Ted made the appearance with his Celtic jacket out there, and he gives us a wave out here. He just tells Mark McDowell, I cannot get away from him. No, you can't. So,
well, now if you're going to come watch the Raiders on this tournament run.
Indeed. He's got Bill Trine down there with him as well, one of the graduates, one of his classmates from 1974 back in the day. And, of course, we played ball with Jim Trine, heck of a ball player there. And I always joke because it's that game against Hannibal. Trine, Wellman in the corner. Trine makes a cut to the basket. Wellman passes. Trine layup. Good. Beats Hannibal. Awesome stuff. So I'm sure whoever made that call back then didn't sound like that.
One.
Yeah, it's because you weren't there. You were across town at Blue Devil Gymnasium. So good stuff here from the Raiders. About time to close this one out and get back on the road here, coaches. We've had some major thunderstorms over this way. But we got through them, got the victory out here, weathered the storm of the Roxana Shells. And good luck to them next year because they've got some players who will be back.
Win and survive and advance. That's the name of the game. In this IHSA tournament, we're one win away, from a super sectional berth and being in the Elite Eight.
Indeed. Any last thoughts there, Coach?
Let's get after it. Friday's going to be a test. Whoever comes out of that game, Friday's going to be a test. So, get ready, get healthy, stay healthy. And go back and keep working hard.
We're hearing a lot of things about Staunton, that is for sure, so we'll find out if they come out with a victory tomorrow night, and that's who we play on Friday. Hey, for Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. It's been a ball over here at Pleasant Plains. We'll be back here on Friday, but your final score, the QND Raiders 59, the Roxana Shells 47. Raider basketball moves on to Friday night at 7 o'clock here at Pleasant Plains. So glad you've been out here tonight. Go ahead and have one for us, and cheers in there. I can actually say that to our fans now instead of the other fans out here. Final here from Pleasant Plains one more time. QND 59, Roxana 47, and it's been QND Raider basketball right here. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardies, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.